This is BBI Channel 1. And the tori wey dey come for my domot be say Ekweremadu, the wife and the doctor, as you see them on the screen, had just bagged sentences from British court. Respectively, they will be serving 4 years for the wife, Beatrice. Ekweremadu will be serving 9 years and a half, whereas the doctor will be serving 10 years imprisonment and his license to practice suspended. No be the tori be the one wey dey vex me because it is a sad situation. Na the response of one of his fan, this young man here, what he said right there from the court, na im make me dey record this video make we address this matter head on. I want make una lis ten to am.
Okay, thank you very much. We're out here at the Central Criminal Court, the Old Bailey in London, where the judgment for Ekweremadu has just been given concerning the case of organ trafficking, and it's the time we've all been waiting for, and finally it is out. They Ekweremadu, the wife, and Dr. Beta, they got custodian sentence, and they are meant to serve half the sentence, as it were. Ekweremadu got 9 years and 8 months. The wife got 4 years and 6 months, and of course, the doctor will be getting 10 years and 6 months.
That's the son. Yeah.
Okay, Ekweremadu's son. Oh yes, that's it. Okay, so let us do this. What's your name, sir?
My name is Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel, you've been inside. You saw Ekweremadu. So what would you say his countenance is like?
His countenance is not actually looking good. He's demoralized. He's demoralized, and then I think he regret the whole action, the whole processes, because I believe he's acting on good faith.
Okay.
But
I'm just
process.
Yes.
The process was actually the fault. The problem is having.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to pan my camera. One of Ekweremadu's son that was present in court today. Of course, you see the way the young man is walking down is quite sad. This is not a good time or happy time for any family, knowing that the father you grew up with will now be having a criminal record, and this is a case that is being talked about across the world. Is actually really a sad day for the Ekweremadu's family, and Emmanuel is here talking to me about his experience in court today.
To me, Ekweremadu acted only like a father who actually see a child die. Nobody will hold his hand and see a child die and do nothing about it. And again, the doctor who processed Dr. Obeta, who was also a victim of kidney transplant himself,
yes,
gave him the assurance that this is a procedure, and he believed. And then played along.
Would you say he was fooled? He was the impression given that he was fooled, or maybe he acted within limited knowledge?
Yeah, if you ask me, I would say that he overtrusted those people, because the source is coming from his brother, who is a medical doctor and who also is directly involved with someone who has passed the same process. So there is no need for you to doubt your own brother and then doubt somebody who has also undergone the same process in the UK. So he believed, and he was acting in good faith, that this person knows the procedure, having gone through the same process by himself. So Ekweremadu, I know, cannot ordinarily or willingly, participate in such illegal activity to harvest an organ. And believe me, we are all Nigerians.
Yes.
This young man knows very well that he was going in to donate this organ.
Okay.
And because the doctors rejected having assessed him in the Royal Free Hospital, rejected, for him to donate, having considered so many other medical terminology which I'm not very conversant with, deemed him fit or ineligible to control the process. So he now decided not to go back on the method because he wants to stay back in
the UK
for greener pastures. And I also understood that the other person who acted on his behalf, Dr. Obeta, did not give him all the proceeds that he was supposed to receive. So you can see how the whole matter is actually. In fact, Ekweremadu was.
So are you saying that because we've been told that the Ekweremadu gave the lawyer several millions of naira. So you think if he had given the boy enough, we would not be having this case today?
I'm from Enugu State, and knowing fully well the capacity of the crowd that Ekweremadu controls, the fans he has. If he had said that I need a donor today, you will see more than 50 people coming out.
So, but why did Ekweremadu not speak to a family member? He's got his children's got cousins, he's got nephews. You know, why did he not seek it from within his family?
Exactly. You should understand this fact now, that the person who brought the donor is coming from a brother who is a medical doctor. So Ekweremadu has actually discussed with the family, because he compared with his brother who's a doctor, who said, don't worry, I can handle it. I know someone who has gone through the same procedure. Your doctor is in UK. I can help him. I can help her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't blame anybody in this.
Okay, but there's something else. There's something else. Yeah. I would like to point out quickly is this: you're actually not happy about this judgment. You're clearly disturbed about this.
Yeah, I'm disturbed because number one, it's not easy to build, but it's so easy to destroy. I believe that this young man who wants to stay back in the UK doesn't know what he's causing to this man and his family. Mm-hmm. You know, a career that you have built for over the years, and then someone destroyed it overnight and convicted you, put you in the prison, put your family in trauma. Yes. I believe he doesn't know, just because he wants to stay back in the UK. As a matter of fact, what is happening in the UK? Like, what is the benefit? What are we doing in the UK?
Okay,
UK is better than Nigeria. I know that the only thing I have in Nigeria is that the system, the leadership is very bad. But if our leaders are doing the right thing, we will be coming to UK to come and do nasty jobs that we can do in Nigeria.
True. Let me just quickly say this. Ekweremadu, who is the president of Ohaneze Indigo, UK and Ireland, she's also present here, and they do have a representative in the courtroom today. She said to me that today is a sad day for Indigo worldwide. Would you agree with that statement?
I will agree with that, because Iko Indigo has always stand firm to defend the Igbo. He has been fighting the cause of Indigo.
Good. I want to let you know that this very video, I got it from Rose on All Side TV. So I'm just getting an extract of her video as she conducted this very interview with this man. All right, that happened in the UK, right in front of the court, and the man Yan Patashi, as far as I'm concerned, you can watch the entire interview. It's about 23 minutes on her video or her channel, right on the YouTube. Good. Having said that, there are things that this young man said that really did not make sense, and I need to address it head on, so that we don't just form that narrative. Yes, it is a fact that it is a sad situation for Ekweremadu's family, and as a father who is trying everything possible to save his daughter. Now, the question now borders on why UK? Why is it that the politicians in Nigeria have had a safe haven outside the country they govern? When it comes to medical attention and treatment, they all fly abroad, because they have left the medical sector in Nigeria in shambles. He may not be the president, but he is one of the top politicians, having occupied the position of Deputy Senate President for so long. He has been in the Senate. What has he contributed to enhance treatment like this in Nigeria? What has he done in his capacity to provide such services in Nigeria? Or are we saying that Nigerians do not deserve a quality medical care as it is obtainable everywhere in the world? And don't mind, and don't get it twisted, most of these doctors, as you see, practice in Europe, America, Asia, are Nigerians. Why is it that every one of them is fleeing even as we speak? Because this young man also acknowledged that the situation in this country is so bad that the politicians have made life miserable when it comes to medical care for Nigerians. Now, the same man is trying to draw pity because Ekweremadu is now the victim, not considering millions of Nigerians that had died because of lack of proper medical treatment. Very minimal ones, not even as major as this one. Many have died of treatable common disease like malaria because they couldn't have access to proper medical care. It is a lesson for everyone, especially the politicians. This life na far o, you go blow this side, you go blow go this side. In as much as I felt for him, for the fact that he's trying to save the daughter, in as much as it's a sad situation, nobody bargains to have or go through this kind of ordeal. Myself, I've had my own fair share. Some of you knew my own wife died of brain tumor after so much struggle. After families, my in-laws, everyone put enormous effort flying from one country to the other to save her life because we don't have proper medical service, to the point that even she was taken to Ghana for treatment because Nigeria is starting to write her out. Many have passed on. Now you can imagine those who couldn't afford this kind of treatment. What befalls them? What is their fate? That is what we're talking about. But this young man is trying to draw pity for Ekweremadu. For God knows I have feelings. I felt the pain because I understand what it takes to be in this position and situation. But nevertheless, these men had the opportunity to change the narrative, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't because they believe that vulnerable Nigerians can always, it's just like he said, oh, why is it that he didn't come out to say, oh, people, I need free donation of whatever thing that the daughter wanted as a transplant. You see, there are people who voluntarily want to go as long as they are abroad. But ask yourself the question, why would they go for a vulnerable young man, 21 years? Why would they go for him? And that is exactly the offense. Because you are now exploiting the poverty situation and frustration of Nigerians, using abroad as an incentive for such kind of thing. That is actually why they bagged that sentence. Not because they are trying to save their daughter's life or because someone wants to donate kidney or donate any part of the body. People does that. People does that. But I believe that this is a lesson. I don't want to drag too much on this. And I believe you that watched and listened to some of the things that this young man said here, you have your opinion to that. Do you agree with him? What is your opinion on this? I want you to drop it on the comment section and keep sharing it to every politician you know, so that they will know that this life now turn by turn. And some of these things, there are things money cannot buy. Everything is not about money. After acquiring so much wealth, primitive accumulation of wealth at the expense of Nigerian people, there are situations that money won't be able to solve for you, just like this one. And I keep telling people, you cannot be rich in a poor country. No matter how wealthy you are, no matter how much you have acquired, you can never be rich in a poor country. Because the medical attention you are rushing off to go and get abroad is what is given to a nobody, as you may call it, right there as a citizen. They get these services free at no cost. But you have to go all around. You have to go all around the world to get the same service. Why don't you start fixing our homeland? That is the only solution to our problem. and letting people not fall for this. I'm Aston Peters. I've just delivered a message. Help me share it. This is a platform where you can get undiluted truth. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Drop your comment. I want to have the opinion of this.